Welcome! Hey, it's a podcast.
What do we say about wearing green? Don't do it. You're gonna have a floating head. I'm wearing green.
But we're not green screening.
I know.
Guys, can you tell me what movie this is from? What did I say about Windows? This is the very end of the movie.
Jurassic Park.
No, and then the kids all stand there like... And then he goes, always leave them open! And then they all celebrate and dance.
Oh, it sounds like Pee Wee Herman thing.
No.
No.
It's actually Hook, starring Robin Williams.
Ah,
I haven't
Hook.
seen that.
And Dustin Hoffman. It's a really good movie.
So I want to do a special thanks to Ignat Adrian, PH Prof, Kenny Angway, Misha Barch, and Dustilla Wow, all for asking questions for us via the comments on the last video.
More like Misha Farch.
Mark loves you. Yeah, without your comments, this show and this extravagance could not be
It
possible.
would cease to be.
Welcome to the show, Nicole Danger Chang at NWCBot on Twitter,
Dangerous.
Mark McDonald
_ Mark McDonald on
And-
Twitter.
Kirk at Atacon40
Atacon.
How about
on
you guys cross your legs and I'll
Twitter.
sit like a dude.
Ugh. So on this show, what we do is we take questions from you about anything, and we answer them, and we take them out of this box, like a loot box, and that's why it's called the weekly loot. We do it weekly, and this is our
You're
loot.
over-explaining again.
No, this is
You're
only the
overdoing it.
second
It's
episode.
overkill.
This is only the second episode.
People get it.
It's pretty
First question.
self-explanatory.
It's pretty self-explanatory. Sorry.
All our stuff's getting
Things are
out.
getting out. What do Pokemon do in their Pokeballs?
Masturbate.
They're obviously transformed into red lasers. So nothing. Because they're
What
red
do you
lasers.
Is this something I don't get? Red lasers?
When you
This is an inside
recall,
joke.
when you catch or recall a Pokemon, it becomes a red laser. It goes like, and then the red laser goes in.
Oh, so in the ball is just red laser.
They exist in a state of plasma.
So is the plasma just like their DNA? And then when they open it, it
No.
transforms into it.
No.
Am I overthinking it?
Could you throw a
Yes.
Pokeball at a human and have them turn into red
I
lasers?
think they did that. They did that in one of the episodes.
Did it catch?
What? No, nothing happened.
When?
What do you mean nothing happened? Did they get
Nothing
caught?
happened. It just hits them. Like
Oh.
Ash gets hit by a Pokeball all the time because he tries to catch other people's Pokemon because
Yeah.
he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So then it just smacks him in the face.
Yeah.
So what Pokemon do in their Pokeballs is just they're in a state of
Stasis. Or it's paradise. But then they would never want to come out. Like, then it would be like, oh,
Well,
come out.
what if it's
and-
like they come out and they're so angry they want to get back in, so they have to fight to get back in?
But it's weird because they can hear everything that's going on outside when they're in their Pokeballs.
Do you think that...
Because
So
you
when
can
Ash
say,
is
like,
like,
Squirtle,
Pikachu's a
water gun,
ass
and then
dick.
throws it. And then right when Squirtle comes out, he uses water
Water
gun.
Or-
gun? Oh yeah.
How about the plot's like every single episode? Bulbasaur, we need your Vine Whip to save him from falling off the cliff, or Togepi's about to fall off the ledge.
But they
use
never
your Vine
use their
Whip.
Pokemon ever. And it's like, I have to scale this mountain, and they just like manually scale it. And like you could just, I don't know.
Or no, there was one time Togepi was up on a ledge. Misty's like, oh no, I better go up there and help Togepi. She's like, Ash, maybe you could get Bulbasaur out here to hold me up on this ledge. It's like, or Bulbasaur could just grab Togepi. It's like, what a moron. Who are these people?
Morons.
Do you think Pikachu's refusal to go in a Pokeball calls into question the comfort of an existence in a
Yes,
Pokeball?
it does.
Yeah, but everyone else
Absolutely
seems
does.
happy to.
Maybe they're just.
Like
It's not like they're
Caterpie was
happy. They're just like, it's gonna happen, so why fight it every time?
Yeah, but there's a lot of Pokemon that were like willingly went to go.
They don't like to
be
fight. They'd rather be in the ball.
Squirtle, I'm sure, would rather fight.
He'd rather squirt.
Squirtle. Squirtle, squirt. We should all get Squirtle glasses.
I would have the pointy ones,
That's-
because I'm
yeah.
the leader of the Squirrel Squad.
Right?
You guys can have the Beatles ones.
Squirtle. Okay. How does Mario shoot underwater? Like when he's that. What do you call that when he eats the flower and he can shoot? Is there like a
Fireballs?
Oh.
fireballs?
The fire flower?
But he can shoot those fire water flowers underwater.
Okay, it's a video game, you guys. How does Mario even
Actually,
Mario?
there's science to it. Fireballs exist in a state Mario's fireballs exist in a state that are so hot that they actually
So-
evaporate the water around the fireball as it travels.
Okay, so like a mantis shrimp.
I like how he smiled after he said that. He's like,
No, that's
that made
legitimate.
sense to me.
That's pretty
Mantis
good.
shrimp. So when a mantis shrimp throws its punch, the impact is so fast that it actually boils the water around it as it goes into impact.
Oh.
How do the warp pipes work? How does the chomp chomp work? How do the stars work? How does the mushroom work?
How did Mario get to choose red and Luigi was green? We'll never know. Okay. So the water's just melting behind them. Love it.
Great.
Scrot. I should mix these up.
Oh
no!
Or just
that was
drop
so
all of
intentional.
them.
That was a
Excuse me.
forced.
Excuse me.
That
was
was
like,
forced
"Oh,
action.
Hot or cold? What is your preference?
Hot.
Cold.
Make it hot, baby.
Neither, actually.
It depends what
but
it is.
cold is easier to fight against.
If it's
I
soup,
hate it
I
when
want it
people
hot.
say that. Like,
It's
cold
true.
is never comfortable.
Neither is hot.
Yeah, it is.
No, you can't.
No.
Go to the beach.
That's warm.
If it's
the
cold,
beach?
you go to a
Yes.
fireplace.
No, it's never great. It's never great. You two
Hot
cannot
chocolate.
talk. You have not existed in
chocolate.
Wisconsin for an entire winter.
That's true.
The cold sucks. Come February, you just want to die. You're like, I'm just done.
I'd rather be dead. Okay, but what about like in soup?
Well, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
there's always exceptions to everything. Obviously, food's a different case than your existence in life.
What
Than the
about a
comfort
hot
of your
popsicle?
epidermis.
Would you like that?
It'd be juice.
Wow.
Hot juice.
Warm Kool-Aid.
Okay.
Hot Kool-Aid, anyone?
I'm still gonna go. Wait, I didn't even answer. I prefer the hot. Damn it! I hate conferring, agreeing with Mark.
Yes, 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 yes.
I hate it. I dropped
Hey,
the.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If your eyes are green enough, can you green screen out your eyes?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
We should do that. What color are your eyes?
Not
What
green at
color
all.
are your eyes?
It did not say that.
No, it doesn't.
What are they?
They're what are they? Brown?
Yes, they're brown.
What a topical question that was.
It's like they're thinking with their thinking brains.
Wow.
This says your biggest fear. Let's start with Nicole. What's your biggest fear?
I guess in terms of like physical things,
Yeah.
besides like murderers and stuff.
Muck duck.
Well, okay. I'm going to separate the question into two things.
Please.
Your biggest fear of something that exists on Earth and,
Your biggest theoretical fear.
well, no, just like the very last way you would ever want to die.
Oh,
Okay, so death. Okay. Something that exists on Earth aside from like people like doing
Like
crazy
ghosts
shit.
can count too. That's like a
Oh.
earthly creature.
Would you be that afraid of ghosts? Are people
I
that
mean, I feel like I'm more scared of people than I
You
am
ever
of
seen
ghosts.
Paranormal Activity? That was a
that
That
is
was
the
like-
stupidest
ass
show. I
movie.
hate that show.
It was a movie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ghost Adventures.
No.
Sorry.
Did I say Ghost Adventures?
I was just thinking because they have like paranormal. They have these beepers. It's like, did you hear that? Like there's a sound. It's like, and they're like, did you hear that? It said, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like, what the heck? It said,
said, hey guys, what's up? Oh my god.
come out here. I'm in your space. Don't you hate this? That show.
I like animals a lot, but I think one of my least favorite things is a potato bug.
That's dumb.
I know.
Next, how would you not want to die?
Yeah.
How would I not want to die? I wouldn't
Burning
want
in
to
lava?
be tortured. Like a prolonged death, I think
Okay,
would be the
that's
worst.
fair.
Like the most painful.
That's fair.
Or, I mean, okay, does it count like watching all your loved ones die? Does that count as like a biggest fear?
No.
Like that doesn't.
No.
That's not a thing, right? Like a
I
physical thing is a fear, right? That's
You
mostly
can. I
just
mean, you can tell me whatever you want.
Yeah. It's your
It's not even my question.
feelings.
So.
fear.
Mark, what's your biggest fear?
Spiders.
Really?
I hate spiders.
So spiders is.
Well, I've got two. Spiders and like the ocean. Just
You
as,
are so afraid
yeah.
of
as
the ocean.
an entity.
I-
Well, because you're like,
It's
let's
dark.
say you're out there You're out in the ocean.
Yeah.
You say, I'm going to go for a swim. You have no idea
I
what's behind
totally
you or below
second
you.
that.
You don't even know
Totally.
like what creatures exist. Way down there, they are ugly as hell.
Yeah.
It's not even
And like
ugly.
they
It's
haven't even discovered
Yeah.
everything. You could be eaten by this mystery monster.
or you could be killed by
The
something
ones
that
they
you've
haven't
never
discovered
even
don't
seen.
come up near the surface.
That's why it's so scary.
There, I was listening to a different podcast
get
once, and they were
dragged
telling
down.
a story about how there were these people tracking a great white shark, so they had a tracker attached to it, and they were following it along one day, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it just started like dropping in depth rapidly, like straight down.
The shark.
Something got it.
Yeah, and then like a great white shark got pulled down and then just died. Like they found the tracker sometime later.
Is that real?
That's scary. That's really scary. Or the
Not
opening
only-
scene in Castaway where his plane crashes into the ocean.
I would love
Horrifying.
What?
that. To be on a desert island
You're
and get to
retarded.
fend for yourself and you train monkey butlers.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, yeah.
That is not
I
a
feel
thing.
like that's probably one of my fears too. Cause like, even just walking on like a pier and like looking down between the wood panels, I'm like, nope.
No
Nope.
thanks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of power
Not
in the
bad.
ocean.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Even
want to
like
be in
not
a
even the
storm on the
living
ocean.
things. There's like a bunch of poop, a bunch of pee.
There's
like,
a lot
bunch of stuff.
There's
that
a
you
lot
don't
of
even-
urine in the ocean.
There's a lot. It's pretty much.
All urine. That's how it was formed. So what is your
What is
your fear
death?
of death?
Probably drowning or burning. Drowning because I
The
imagine
ocean.
it's just a horrible, horrible discomfort.
feeling? Yeah. Especially in the ocean. Cause
And
it's,
then
like,
burning, it's like that's not an instant thing. You're burning for minutes,
Yeah.
and it
Okay,
hurts.
that plays into my biggest fear, which would be
Fire.
being in a very small space, really small.
And
it's
then
like-
also it being on fire.
Well, no, but it's like this would be very specific. But you're in a small space, and it's kind of getting smaller, and it's like a really like you can escape. It's really far away. You'll never get to the end, but you keep thinking there's hope. Keep thinking there's hope.
It sounds like a bad Goosebumps book.
This
Yeah.
sounds like
And then
You
and
have
then
commitment
you're
issues.
there for a long time, but you end up dying of starvation. So
This-
you're there for like a week.
So like, let's say you were in a space pod barreling through space. Something went wrong in a space station.
Yeah, that sort of
And you
thing.
just like you could see Earth over here. You were
It's-
going there.
It's
Yeah.
there, and but you can't get there.
That's
and you're
pretty
in the
bad.
space pod, and like you're out of the dehydrated spaghetti, and it's like, well,
F.
Oh, I don't like being chased. I don't like being chased. I always have this dream.
Being
Oh, yeah,
chased
that's the
upstairs
worst.
is horrible.
If you fall,
you
you
never
will
think you're
get a-
going fast enough.
yes.
when
Being
have you been
chased
chased upstairs
upstairs.
that you
Well, even
find
like
you're gonna
even
die?
if like you're playing a game with your friends or something
Yeah,
growing
yeah,
up,
and
if you're
someone
running
chases you,
upstairs,
right.
it's a whole different game.
Do you have a brother?
yeah,
You have a brother. Did you guys ever like
chase each
play
other
chase
upstairs.
each other? Yeah. Did you?
I don't recall that.
I did that all the time, and it scared the shit out of me. It's like that feeling of like something's like right behind you, and then
Yeah.
you get to the top of the stairs, and you're like, ooh, you turn around, and you're like, oh shit.
Punch it.
I don't like being chased. I always have this dream where I'm trying to like fly away or something, and I get chased and get
Yeah, just
pulled
fly.
down.
You just fly.
I can't fly away. They chase me.
Oh, right. So, it's a
Duh.
good one. It says, how long have you been friends? All of us. And I would say we're forced friends.
Friends is a very
We're paid
strong
to be
word.
friends.
Very strong.
Wait, you get paid?
There's a lot of implications
Very.
that come with friend, quote unquote friend,
Nicole is the
little.
kind of friend that you find on Facebook
or Craigslist.
or Craigslist. Yeah, Craigslist.
It was crazy.
And
no,
she
my
like
brother.
emails you,
And she says, "Hey,
and she says,
Hey, I have this.
"Hey."
Look at
looking
this
for-
resume that you're never even gonna ever fucking read.
hey, looking for friends. Hope someone's out there.
Yeah.
Less than 3, Nicole.
No weird stuff. Call me.
No weird stuff.
P.S. Maybe some weird stuff.
If the pay is right, weird stuff.
How long have you guys been working together?
Mark and I?
Yes.
Coming up on 2 very long years.
I annoy the shit out of Mark. Sometimes on purpose.
Yeah.
Sometimes
A lot
not
of
on
times.
purpose.
Sometimes not on purpose.
And that's when Mark
I'm
gets
just
really
that way.
mad.
I'm just that way. I'm just annoying.
I've been around for a couple of months.
Put your shoes on.
I don't
That's
have
disgusting.
shoes. Oh, how is that more disgusting than this?
Well, because Mark probably washes his socks.
I do. Well,
You can't wash.
I've got a lot of Toby on them
God.
now.
I'm out of this town.
Tobes.
Let's go back to the loot box. Why does they want to know this?
How old are you?
I'm officially a quarter of a century old.
How old are you?
I try to keep it a secret.
Because he's 40. 45 years old.
Because everybody cares how old you are.
I'm 30.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah, that's a lot of candles.
That's a lot of candy. I can have candy whenever I want because I'm an adult. Nicole?
I'm
lady, you
21.
A lady
You are
never
9
reveals her
You're-
secrets.
Oh, sorry, I just did. Forget you ever heard that.
This is Raptor.
Kirk is almost half your age older than you.
half
He-
times.
But he doesn't act like that. He's 9
I know,
years older than
he
me.
needs to grow up sometimes.
Nor does he look it.
What is your favorite? What?
Favorite movies?
I thought it said memories misspelled.
Memsies.
When was your favorite
Memsies.
Memsies?
What are your favorite
Nicole, I'm gonna let you
Memsies?
take this one.
Favorite? Oh, movies.
Movies.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I think that's an extremely difficult question.
That's
Yeah.
a very hard question.
Movies, but it's like movies. Like, oh, I
Ooh.
like this one, this one.
I
This
know he
one's-
likes How to Train Your Dragon.
This one, yeah.
Loves it.
How to Train Your
Okay.
Dragon is my favorite animated movie.
Okay.
Sort of easy answer. I love the Harry Potter movies. I'm all
Ah.
about them.
There
Okay.
you go.
Namely, 3 through
The end.
8, because there are 8 movies, 7 books.
7 books, 8 movies. Everyone does that.
Those are good.
Harry Potter was the first one to do that, by the way.
But I mean, there's a lot
Same.
more movies out there that are like really, really good that I like for different reasons than like Harry Potter.
Uh-huh. Okay. I like funny movies. Dumb and Dumber being like the best. I could watch that all the time. I could watch Superbad so many times. I feel like the first hour of Superbad is the best written funny movie ever.
That's a bold claim.
Wow.
It
You
is.
married
And then once it gets to like the party and everything, it's kind of just like but
Well,
that whole first hour, man. What?
the part where he's
Marry
drawing,
it? I would.
The part where he's drawing the dicks. Can you relate to that?
Probably.
The best shaped food are dicks. So yeah, we can all relate to that. Cool.
Yep.
Did you just say the best shaped food are dicks?
Yeah.
Doesn't
You know what
mean-
kind of foods are shaped like dicks?
The best-
The best kind.
Okay, so then you meant to say the best food are shaped like dicks.
Yeah. I don't mean that. I'm just saying it's from the movie.
You like
What is your
dicks?
favorite movies?
I like Ocean's 11 a lot.
That's a good movie.
Really?
That's
That is
one of
I
my
thought the
favorites.
Ocean's
Good
movies were.
movie.
The first
Ocean's
one,
12
Ocean's
was
11
horrible.
was Ocean's 11 was good. Ocean's
Okay.
13 was okay. Ocean's 12 was
I
not
thought,
that good.
yeah, 12 were just like, they're paying all these people to just hang out and they filmed them. They're like, there's a plot going on in the background about
Meanwhile,
stealing.
there's some guy dancing through the lasers.
It's sort of like
Yeah.
the
They're like, oh yeah, we
Italian
filmed
Job.
that too.
It's sort of like the Italian Job, only
Is that the
it's
one with
funnier and
the
it's
Mini
better.
Coopers?
yes.
I thought that was okay movie.
Ocean's 11 was way better.
I don't even remember.
I
Ocean's
also
11,
like
so.
the Studio Ghibli movies.
Who?
Studio Ghibli. Like
Ghibli?
Spirited Away.
Is that like?
Okay, never mind.
No, I don't know.
You guys are uncultured swine.
It must be anime.
Oh.
It is. Sorry.
Oh,
I
you know what's a
assumed
good
everyone
movie?
likes
Spinal
anime.
Tap's a good movie.
Anime.
Just throwing that out there.
Coffeeland.
I do like How to Train Your Dragon. Very much.
What is the best MMO or indie game that you've played recently? Mark has very strong opinions on this.
I don't actually. Why would I have
You
strong
don't?
opinions?
Indie game, Star Wall or
Star Wars.
Or
that
the
was
one-
fun.
Um,
That
I
game's
have an
hard.
article up on MMOATK.com talking about Project Hero Diamond Heist and the great time we had at E3 playing it.
Click the link.
Go read it.
Right here.
Otherwise, no, I've been playing Guacamelee, the super...
Oh, how's that?
It's really freaking
Really?
good. It's really good.
It
like,
looks really good.
It borrows a lot from, like, Metroid, classic Metroid games. There's even parts, in Metroid, you're Samus, you can go into a ball and go through little areas. Eventually you get a power where you can turn into a chicken, which is, like, you're way smaller, you're walking through these little narrow areas just like you would in Metroid. It's really cool.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
Have
it's
you
free.
never heard of that?
It's free on Xbox One now.
No,
you can download it.
Guacamelee, yeah. I tried to download it, but like, I tried to do it from my
Failed
computer at
miserably.
work. Just like, hey, I want to reserve this, and send it right to my Xbox
So
One.
what's
but
But
it
you
your
didn't.
purchased
favorite?
it. All you have to do is go into your games.
But it was like timed out. It never like confirmed like, hey, you got this.
That
But I have to
doesn't
the end of the
sound
month, right?
Yes.
It just like timed out, and I tried it 3 times.
That's not a phrase that's
What do you mean?
applicable here.
Yeah.
What's timing out?
It was on the browser, and it's like, do you want to buy this game?
Oh, because you didn't click confirm?
I don't have an Xbox.
it
Or
timed
One.
out.
Oh, Jesus. We're done. Next question.
Wait, you
Oh,
didn't
wait.
answer, nor did I.
Sorry. That's what happens when Kirk makes me mad.
Yes.
So what's your favorite indie game? / No, spit. Oh wait, don't. I don't want to do that.
Let's take a
Ooh,
turn
the
for
ink's
the
like
weird.
dripping.
Oh, it is. We'll clean that up later. The camera guy? Who's that? Indie game recently? Gah. I haven't played any indie games recently.
You're
And
lost.
the most recent MMO I played was Blood. What was it called? I just played it.
So, wasn't it something blood?
Yeah, because I kept saying Blood.
I don't remember what it was.
Damn it!
It's a browser
It's
It's a
MMO.
3D browser MMO.
Isn't that one on the boat where you guys were like talking?
No, no,
shit
no,
about
no,
each
no.
other?
That
That
one-
one was really good, though.
By the way, Velvet Sundown, I would like to play it.
They just emailed me, actually.
I know, me too.
Yeah,
That's
they're
why
about
it's
to
in my
release. Yeah.
head. That was a good game. No, something Blood, and it was just a 3D browser. It actually looks pretty good. It was like for a browser game, like 3D world. You can point and click. You can have auto pathing or whatever.
It looks like,
or you can use WASD.
what is it, Order and Chaos on, like, iPhone?
Yeah.
They're about the same graphical quality.
Yeah, I mean the graphics weren't great, but just it was amazing for a browser game.
Yeah.
If I can remember the name, I'll put it in like an overlay.
Right now I'm playing Dragon's Nest. And
Is that considered an indie game? Oh,
It's
MMO.
an
okay.
MMO, it's part of the question.
Sorry, I forgot about the first part of the question.
And Kirk's making me and my brother play Firefall.
Firefall.
Making? You should
Yes,
be happy to
making.
be playing.
You should be thrilled.
It's all buggy right now. It's like
It's coming
complete
out in like
shit
2
right now.
weeks. It can't
Yeah,
be buggy.
it's complete. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's complete shit right now. It's like, whatever. Anyways,
Okay.
Ooh, 2 other games. They're not indie games, but they're sort of indie style. Both from Ubisoft, Child of Light and Valiant Hearts.
can you buy me Valiant Hearts on Steam?
Where are we getting
$15?
$15?
It's $15.
Yeah,
on
where?
Steam.
Who's giving us $15?
Kirk's gonna have to go
They're
back
gonna-
out to the
They're gonna
corner
they're gonna
with
give
his signs
and his
and
shirt
he's
and
gonna
his
have to
nipples
sign.
out.
Nipples
Stand.
I want to play.
Yeah, your shirt
I want to play Valiant
with
Hearts.
holes
It's
by the
expensive.
nipples. 15. I bought it. Sometimes
He
you
bought
have to
it.
bite that bullet.
Which one's better, Child of Light or Valiant Hearts?
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played much of Valiant Hearts yet. I've been playing Guacamelee,
Oh, okay.
which, by the way, like, it's a really fun game. It's not
Settle
particularly.
down.
Ooh, no. The platforming is actually really complex. You have to be very good at it, which I like a lot.
Oh, really?
But combat's not very hard until you get to bosses, and then it's like, oh my god, you have to learn every move of these bosses, otherwise you will die
Nice.
over and over and over again.
So I really need to go back there and fix that timeout issue.
Yeah, it's a good
Or
game.
you
You should
can
play
ask.
it. You should play it.
I'll just go on my Xbox and did it.
That's
and
fine.
did
Okay,
it.
here's this question.
Nicole, ask the next question.
How big is your Steam library?
Not very. I have about 8 games on
I
it.
have only the free games.
Free.
I'm
I'm
almost
free.
exclusively
Free.
a console gamer.
Yeah.
Cat's
I have
out of the bag, guys.
I just
so
played
many that I can't even count them.
downloadable games not on Steam because I don't like people bugging me when I'm playing video games.
I even take games that aren't on Steam and I put them on Steam. Like add an on-Steam game.
Like Greenlight?
No. It's just like add an on-Steam game. So it's like you can still start up the game from Steam. It's
Add an
not-
on-Steam game.
Add a Steam on game. I
That's
forget what I
good.
said
That's
now.
so
Add
close.
a game
We're
on
so
Steam.
close.
All right, like you can still they'll show up in your library and then you can still like click on them and say play now, and you can still talk to your Steam friends. People still have friends these days.
Who's your Steam friend?
I don't know. I have friends on Steam.
Nicole, your hair smells good.
Thank you.
It smells
Yeah.
like lizards. Can you lick your nose?
The
No.
answer is no.
I don't think it's humanly physical.
It is humanly, physically possible. Yes, I've seen it.
You know who can lick their nose? Actually, he
Dogs.
can lick his junk too.
Mr. Tobes can lick his nose.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Some things don't translate
Let's-
for the audio podcast.
Oh,
that
yeah.
being one of them.
There's only 2 more questions left, so let's get it over with.
There's not. Okay. Never mind.
What upcoming MMOs look the most exciting?
Okay.
Exciting.
Wildstar just came out. It's pretty fun.
Mark's really into Black Gold Online.
Nope. Elder Scrolls Online is going to come out for consoles soon. Well, this fall.
Yeah.
Which is probably the way I'll check it out. Otherwise,
Skyforge.
Skyforge would probably be my number one right now.
I guessed that he was going to say Skyforge and I got it right.
Nailed it.
Try it again, because that wasn't like full.
Why are you using that hand?
That hand
It's
is
awkward.
gross. It's like scaly and
Here.
peeling.
We've been climbing at a
Yes.
climbing gym.
Hold this. There. No, don't hit me. What are you
Do
doing?
it one more
What's wrong
time.
with you?
I'm getting it right on.
You were going like this.
What coming MMOs look the most exciting?
I'm fast forwarding.
I'm going to say Skyforge, and I'm going to say
A lot of people are excited for Archage or Arcage. Or
Arc. Yeah.
I
Oh, that's
said
in
Arc-
beta right now.
I said Arc Age in the.
The
meetings.
XP.
Oh heavens!
Heavens to Betsy.
I
Last
also
one.
said- I also
hey,
said-
Nicole, we haven't been
I
crushing
also
these.
said robot.
Nice.
Robot what?
Robot Wars. Robo Wars.
Robocraft.
Robocraft.
I said Robotcraft once and Robocraft the second time because he wrote it wrong.
I wrote it wrong. What's the last question of the day?
The last question is anything really? Yes.
Oh, we ended with that one. Okay, PH Prof wrote this. It took me... I answered him right away, and I was like, yeah, anything. And then I realized after he didn't respond for
That
4
it was a
days,
question.
that was the question.
Or he doesn't give a shit.
No, he does. He
Does he?
comments on a lot of our videos. So
Look at
the
how you frame
question...
this. If I sit up straight,
What if
my
it's a
head's
girl?
out of the.
Well, you're a
I'm just
sloucher.
kidding. I know you're not a girl.
You're a sloucher.
Maybe
PH
you are, I
Prof,
don't
we said, hey, ask us any questions below. And he said, anything, really? And that was his question.
As long as
Which is
the
really
pay
smart.
good.
It was like next level shit.
Right, Nicole?
What?
Nicole always says, as long as it pays good.
That makes me seem like a sellout or something weird.
Oh, anything really?
Something of a streetwalker.
Anything? Is she defining the outlines of the video?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where
So-
can I go to? Because I can't see the screen. Am I out?
You're out.
Am I out?
This is dead. Was that your stomach?
Yeah. That means it's time to go eat a bagel. So
Bagel.
ask us new questions in the comments
Ask
below.
cues.
Or you can send it to us on Facebook or Twitter at Emotac or Facebook.com/Emotac.
Yeah.
But it's easier if you just ask them via this video.
Or you can tweet us.
NWCbot _ Mark McDonald, Atticon40. And we will see you guys.
Next
I'm going to
week.
slow down so you guys can get in on the point.
In
Didn't
the
happen.
future.
We'll see you guys next week.
I know why they call it Cringecast now. Because of you entirely, isn't it?
Most
Is it?
Kirk's the guy who's always on time. That's what he's known for.
I don't.
That's why people like him. They say, "Where's everyone?" And they say, "Well, Kirk's here. He's on time." TJ's just that normal guy. What was Ashley? Ashley was
I forget.
the loud one.
I thought Ashley was a normal guy.
No, TG was normal guy.
Oh, TG.
Soon. Oh my gosh.